Doris, should be quite a battle tonight. Two terrific front courts. What do you expect to see?
Well, I'm really curious to see the level of physicality on the interior in the painted area, each side trying to impose its will upon the other. Who does the better job invading the space and contesting shots? Just don't invade my space over here, Mr. Harlan. Keep to your side of the table, will you?
I wouldn't think of it. I would not think of it. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Love kicks to LeBron. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Boy, bump them all you want. If James has already started his motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
Feeds it to Green. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Love. Now the dish to James. Back to Love. Shot clock at 6. That's a pick by Love. The 3 from Thomas. A shot off that time. Curry with some nice D. Durant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Durant the pass to Curry. Outside Green. It's Durant on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Warriors on D. James dishes to Thomas. It's a pick by Love. Thomas kicks to Love. Passes it to James. Lets it go with the 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by James. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge tonight defensively and going up against a team that can really execute. He said those guys make the most of every possession. They cut to the basket, move the ball well. We have to make them take difficult, contested shots to give ourselves the best chance to win. We know how hard that is to accomplish, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So it's about one key area, guys, keeping the opposing field goal percentage to a minimum.
And, Kevin, that's not an easy task against an opponent that can shoot the ball as well as this team can.
Well, true, Greg, but they can do it as long as they're quick with their defensive help on the perimeter. And I think a key to that, communication.
When Curry is on the floor, you can just see how he impacts the play. Even when he doesn't have the ball, defenders can't help off too far or he'll make him pay. Doris, I've seen defenders give up an open layup just not to give Curry a clean look from deep.
Well, that's why the stat sheet doesn't tell the entire story relative to the influence Steph Curry has on the outcome of the game. The commitment required to cover Curry allows opportunities for other people on his team.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Tristan Thompson.
Boy, how about that look from Klay Thompson? For a player known for his shooting, that passing very special.
Love with the screen on Green. Here's Thomas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thomas got his first points in this one. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Pachulia. Got a piece of it. For 3, Durant. That one's not going to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Pass to James. There's a good screen. Thomas a screen. James kicks to Thomas. The 17-footer. And Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
Well, I'll tell you, Steph Curry almost as accurate as a passer as he is as a shooter, and that's saying something, Kevin.
Now, here's Thomas. Love outside. Kicks to LeBron. Over Green. James, no good.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Here's Durant. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I tell you, there's very little you can do against Kevin Durant with the size, the release point, the quickness. Anytime he wants a shot, he can get it.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Listen, the Warriors are an incredible offensive juggernaut, but the reality is this team has been a championship caliber team because of their defense. The versatility of Draymond Green helps contribute to a team that led the league in opponents' field goal percentage and led the league last season in blocks and steals. Truly incredible on that end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jay Crowder's checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for LeBron. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Thomas. And it's Rose missing. And for the Warriors, what they do on defense is impressive on their own. A lot of switching and rotations that they are able to get away with because of their personnel.
Correct, Kev. What makes this team work is they have a group of players who can all cover multiple positions. The Warriors can turn that switch and close out games because of absolutely suffocating defense.
Crowder, the pass to Rose. Crowder dishes to Korver. He feeds it to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Smith. Rose has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And as he's tried to preserve his body to play a complete season, Rose has begun to lean more on that outside jumper.
And here's Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. McCaw kicks to Durant. He can't hit that time.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stance-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
They've got Smith. Kevin Love out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Of course, a lot of great catch-and-shoot players in this league, but who's the best right now at creating space for his shot off the dribble?
I'd say, respectively, the point guards that we saw in the NBA Finals, Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. And they go about their business a little bit differently. Obviously, it's the handle of Kyrie Irving and his ability to not only navigate tight spaces, but his ability to finish with both hands and the creativity and the English sometimes necessary. For Steph Curry, it's the majesty and the danger of guarding the three-point shot, which then he combines with that ability to shake and bake and go off the dribble. Really tough contains both of them.
I like how you mentioned the finish, because the finish sometime you can get in there and make it look great, but you can't get the 2.
You got to put the points on the board, baby.
That free throw, no good. You look at the height of Sean Livingston, Doris, and how he is able to both score and facilitate for others. He is a coach's dream in that regard.
Well, Sean Livingston is a mismatch nightmare because with his size, he can shoot over most point guards in the post or in the mid-range. But then if you put a bigger player on him, he can create mismatches at other positions. He's a tough guard. Well, you look at the Cavs offense, right? It's all about drive and kick. They put the ball into the hands of LeBron and space the floor with that shooting. It's a sort of pick your poison situation.
Smith for three. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Young against Smith. Over in the corner, Livingston. He kicks it to West. It's deflected.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
And it's Smith missing. And the Cavs last season first in the league in catch-and-shoot three-pointers made.
Right, number one, Kevin, in corner threes, and that was by a big margin. They put the ball in the hands of their stars and then position shooters around those two.
Now Livingston following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Over Rose. Livingston, no luck.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Back to Rose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Fires from 14. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, he carves out the space he needs. Just the finish was not good.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The feed to Young. Iguodala setting the pick for Young. Here's Curry with the three. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Thompson against Wade. LeBron kicks to Thomas. Dishes to Wade. Over Thompson. And it's Wade again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Iguodala against Crowder. Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Back to Crowder. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Young passes to Iguodala. Thomas against Curry. Takes the three. Another miss by Curry.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully. And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good and get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Now here's James. Outside Crowder, Wade on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Good on the second free throw. We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Durant, the pass to Green. Back to Durant. From deep three-point range. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
And the nice replay of the long-range three-pointer, courtesy of Under Armour. The Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's LeBron, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
That free throw missing.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. J.R. Smith's checked in for Jay Crowder. Korver comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Thomas. He hits the second from the line.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Durant kicks to Pachulia. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
How about the incredible floor awareness from Kevin Durant? Such a sense for when one of his teammates has a clean look.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Smith with a screen on Curry. Smith outside. Five to shoot. Unloads. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Curry. Doesn't go that time. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Deron Lou. Deron, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just be able to make shots. We just got to relax and just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Deron. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all.
And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they're definitely struggling with their offensive efficiency. Anytime you're shooting in the low 30s from the floor, you're not going to put yourself in a position to win. They look too predictable right now. They need to do a better job of adjusting to what they're seeing from the defense.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams, and that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
You know, Greg, I think the thing you admire is the incredible level of consistency. This guy is a fantastic player, but he also puts in a ton of energy. Absolutely tremendous.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. That one on Love.
You just admire Draymond Green for so many things. This guy is a talkative, passionate guy who certainly fires up the group around him.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And Doris, coming into the NBA, Love's game was centered around the basket, a double-double machine.
Well, think about this, Kev. One of 5 players in the last 3 decades to average over 15 rebounds for an entire season. He did that in 2011. And he still remains a factor on the boards because he's got terrific understanding of positioning and great lower body strength.
Free throw drops for James.
We know that LeBron has always been a good foul shooter. Not a great one, but a good one.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Green against Love. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. Green and Thompson sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Wade. That falls. Great assist by Love. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Okay, guys, not sure how many big men could have found that open man that quick. Great play from Kevin Love there.
Curry against Thomas. Unloads from 13. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 9.
I'll tell you, his mid-range jumper is far less talked about than his three-point ability, but Steph Curry can be deadly with the mid-range.
Now here's Thomas. Love outside. LeBron kicks to Love. Love with the screen on Thompson for the lead. And it's LeBron missing.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that. I'll tell you, you're not going to find a much more confident basketball player. He always believes the points are going to come.
Here's James after the made shot from Klay Thompson. James with it, guarded now by Durant. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
I'll tell you, he did a nice job feeling the defense out, rising up with ease from the perimeter.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Different look here for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And stolen by James. Thomas kicks to James. He dishes it to Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. 5 points in the game. And for Durant last season was filled with so much scrutiny for his decision to leave Oklahoma City, go to Golden State. Still, he was having an elite year with his offense before that knee issue.
Well, there's so much talk about where Kevin Durant chose to play that people tended to forget a few things. This is one of the most dangerous and consistent scorers we've ever seen in the NBA. And he will find a way to blend his skill in with any team.
Count the basket. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
You know, Michael Jordan, later in his career, loved that mid-range game. And for LeBron, could it eventually be the same?
Now, here's Livingston over Thomas. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. There's the pick, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for LeBron. Korver comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Thomas. Now here's West. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The wide open look for Durant. Drills it from outside. And the Warriors lead by 2.
I'll tell you, don't let Kevin Durant start to percolate from outside that arc, because you're going to be in for a tough night.
Smith against Iguodala. Love with the screen on West. Here's Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Iguodala kicks to McCaw. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Livingston. And here's Iguodala outside. Nailed from three-point land. Iguodala's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well. And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Livingston kicks to McCaw. Pick by West. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Iguodala. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, Kev, we know Andre Iguodala has proven himself a capable three-point shooter. You've got to show him a measure of respect.
Here's Rose. He's got 5. And it's Love missing. Iguodala kicks to Durant. Shoots over Crowder. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Smith. Crowder is screen on Iguodala. Rose dishes to Love. Again, Love missing. Feeds it to Livingston. Here's Durant. And that's not going to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to dial it in now. We got to get focused, right? 3-4 stops in a row, we break the game open, all right?
This is what you like about Steve Kerr, able to gently guide his team down the path toward eventual crushing, absolutely crushing an opponent.
I mean, they're in a position to do something big here, but expect a lot of resistance from the other side. This thing could still swing the other way.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. J.R. Smith out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Smith with it. They set the pick. Thompson outside. Outside Rose. Over Curry. Rose, that's good. Rose has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Picked by Pachulia. In the corner, Iguodala with it. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Smith against Thompson. Smith the pass to Thompson. Over Pachulia. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. And
good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. You think of Klay Thompson and you think of his great shooting ability. But Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
But to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. James checked in for Jay Crowder. Dwayne Wade comes in for Smith. And Thomas subbed in for Rose. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, guys, we have got to get back in transition, run on the court and score in our early offense, and that will help our transition defense. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Here is Thomas. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Thomas kicks to Love. James in the post. He's covered by Iguodala. Good on the bucket. 10 points for LeBron.
Boy, in the second half, just hitting a much higher percentage of his shots. Really looks composed now.
Curry with it. Now, Thomas defending. Outside, Green. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Thomas kicks to James. Love outside. Thompson sets the pick for Love. It's a pick by Love. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Love outside. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for Love.
Boy, Love worked to develop that three-point game, and it's so important to his success.
Curry passes to Iguodala. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Green. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. The screen from Thompson. Here's Wade. Sinks that one from the post. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
I don't think Kevin Love gets enough credit for his ability as a screener.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Achiulia the pass to Curry. The screen from Thompson. The shot by Curry, no good. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Thomas. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Thomas against Curry. Back to Thompson. Green with the screen on Love. Thompson banked in off the glass.
Klay Thompson calm and cool under pressure. How about the big bucket from Klay?
Thomas a screen. Wade gets to Thomas. Love with the screen on Iguodala. Here's Thomas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What burst by Isaiah Thomas. This guy is such a shifty guard who specializes in drawing contact.
Isaiah Thomas taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
Well, Kevin, I know this. The energy with which IT plays with is infectious, and I love how hard he goes every night.
Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
That's exactly who they want at the line, and he comes through again.
Green, the screen. Outside Durant. Green dishes to Durant. Outside for Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Warriors lead by 2.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Now here's Thomas. And here's Love for 3. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Green misses the follower. Shot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused. It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
40 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love it.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They trail by 3. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Here's Thomas. Here's Wade. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for Cleveland, Dwayne Wade. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. And Wade drops them both. 35 seconds left in the fourth. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now here's Thompson. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
17 seconds left in the game, and he commits the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, Kevin Durant, one of the more efficient players that we have ever seen. This guy is a juggernaut by himself on the offensive end who can score from virtually any spot on the court. Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Well, you've got to be smart regardless of what you choose to do. You shouldn't just heave the 3 if it's not there. Let's see what happens.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Isaiah Thomas. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2.
Boy, remember when Steph Curry came out of the draft and there seemed to be more questions than answers? He didn't have an NBA body. He was too skinny. He was not going to hold up physically through injuries. All seems laughable now, doesn't it, Kev?
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Love outside. Over to the left wing. Beyond the arc. The three won't fall. And an intentional foul right there.
Gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but you know we gotta do our thing. You know what we're doing. Play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.